Good morning, friends. How you doing? Kvatch first here, followed by Fantasy, Conk Lobster, Necromancer Dark, Death Sand, and Neff, who gave us the Hydrate and Streech and then promptly left. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm very tired. I haven't been to sleep yet. It's one of those days. What is the meaning of life for me? I can't answer that question. Probably sleep right about now. I will redeem the hydrates momentarily. My tea is too hot to drink. Promptly napped in the shade. It does sound very comfy. It really does. Stretch. Everybody make sure you stretch. Neff demands it. I'm very tired. It's probably going to be a short stream. Yesterday was a very long stream. I took a nap on a boat. This is amazing. Good afternoon, Denmark. How's it going? Serafina, hi. Tessa Babbers, hi. Hey, Beans. We've been very snuggly lately. How's everybody doing? Okay. We're going to be working on more of the daily catch today. Why don't I do a sleep stream? Because then you would hear my atrocious snoring. And I don't think you're allowed to do sleep streams. You're considering trying to build a skin-on-frame canoe. That would be neat. Do it. You're so very tired. All good there? Awesome. Yeah, I'm like so tired. I'm dizzy. Sucks. I orders, to be honest. My best buddy snores like a tractor. Talks in his sleep. That's funny. I only talk in my sleep if I'm like super mega tired, like up like 2.5 days kind of tired. That's the only time I will talk in my sleep, and it's more like I'll wake up for a few seconds and then immediately fall asleep after saying something, continuing a conversation that never existed. We've done this before. Comfy sleep Discord calls can be nice. I should just, use my sleep machine. It would probably be better. It would probably help me lose weight too, let's be honest. I'll at least try to go for the hour and then see where I am. We'll see about that then. I don't feel like trying to brain how to do fossils and lobsters and crabs and stuff. I'm already winning, but just by starting stream. We're just gonna draw some seaweed. Just ribbons of seaweed. This already looks terrible. I can't draw today. Party parrot, yeah! My partner falls asleep mid-sentence when I ask her if she needs to get up or anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be kelp, but... Oh, Tesla's making his bab noises. Can you hear him making his little bab noises? I mean, I'll make these look better over the weekend, but... I'm just drawing what my brain says seaweed looks like. Have I looked up a reference? No. Should I have looked up a reference? Probably. It's Friday, My energy levels are just ass. Like, excitement, woo! Nugget, what do you want? He just wanted to rub up against my fingers. Adorable, as he is. He makes little ooh noises and it's so cute. He's probably thinking I'm talking to him, but I'm not looking at him and he's probably just confused. Nuggies! Mathis jumped out of his carrier while I was making my tea. And he stole River's last kibble. And River got mad at him and slapped him in the face. Seaweed. could just use a larger brush to do this, but I can't be arsed to move my finger the like 4 inches to change the wheel. I keep hearing what sounds like voices. It's very strange. It's like I can hear the neighbors talking or something, which shouldn't be a thing. Phantom grinding. It might be grinding on the lower floors. They were only doing floors 9 through 14, like taking everything out. I don't know what's going to happen with them putting stuff back in, when that's happening or whatever, but hopefully it'll be a little bit quieter. And like, I don't know if it's just the elevator they're doing or if they're redoing like the whole hallway. Who knows? I don't think even they know what they're doing half the time. There, seaweed. The voices are getting louder. It's almost a drinkable temperature. I should take the tea bag out. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna let Tesla out, put his kibble away. And accidentally fuck up all of my mic settings. Hey, Mick. Did you guys see I finished the crow? Yeah, I finished the fox and crow. There is a magnet in there, in that crow. 2, in fact. There's 2 magnets. I decided, after I had separated the pieces and baked them, that I'm just going to make the tail thicker and seal them together, because if I make the mold properly, it should be relatively easy to take it out. Does the magnet help with healthy poops? Indeed. Those magnetic fields, they just help push stuff through, you know? I might have to put a little bit of extra clay, like, under the back, where the wings are, just to fill in that spot a little bit more. So there isn't so much of an overhang. But, all I have to do is slap some more Sculpey on there and then bake it again. So the nice thing about Sculpey is you can just add more to it and bake it some more. Healthy poops. Yay! So, and then hopefully I'll be able to find a combination of clays that'll make us a nice tea pet color. Yeah. Well, it's like rebaked. It's like refried beans at this point. And before I forget, we must take the maracas. Tea might have been the wrong thing. It's feels a bit too warm for that. Rebaking. Yeah, it's kind of like hotboxing, you know? Except you blow it all into an oven, and then you turn the oven on, and then cycle the air through the house. It's hydrate death. I had to take my hair down. It sounds overcomplicated. Well, you know, Gen Z, they're unpredictable. What even is my life? I saw a post on Blue Sky yesterday sometime, and I couldn't tell whether it was satire or real. And it's basically Gen Z, instead of saving for retirement, they're like, we're doing these things called micro retirements, where we take a couple of weeks off during a year, and do the stuff that we want to do while we're still young. And the caption was just like, it's called vacations. The word you're looking for is vacations. And the thing is, I can't tell whether it's satire or real, because it could be either. It's like when the Onion articles are too real. Cleaning through my keyrings. I'm giving over half. Don't need them. It's a green clownfish plushie. Oh, did you see it too, Conk? Or did I share it? I might have shared it. Kinda looks like a baby lumpfish. I would think most baby fish look like lumpfish in some regard. Without the little, like, chest stickies. Makes it sound like they're wearing pasties, but they're little suction cups on their chest. The micro retirements? It's real, but to my understanding, the person who wrote the article said micro retirements. To make it seem worse than it is. That's even worse, because then that's some millennial or Gen Xer just, like, purposefully making Gen Z look worse. This is what we were working on. Dwarf, good morning. Everybody stretch again. And hydrate, thank you. We're still working on the daily catch. I'm still tired as usual. Oh wait, we forgot to strike off seaweed from the list. But there's no way I'm drawing Havarti today. This is assault at this point. But how many times I've had to hydrate this morning? Spread democracy! Don't mind me, just drawing a fucked up brontosaurus. those lines are getting in my way. See his little mouth there? Or maybe it's like a sperm whale. Like a baleen whale. It's got a little... This is the best I can draw in Boot right now. We're just sketching anyways. It's like separating from the soul. Kind of like my body and my soul right now. They're just separating from one another too. Dust Boot. God, that movie. You know, for how much I hate the deep ocean, I actually rather like the movie Hunt for Red October. But Dust Boat is this movie I will not watch. Although I would like to watch The Abyss at some point again. Apparently I don't know how shoelaces work right now. Too tired for that shit. There's gonna be one lace that's like coming out here. The other one can just be like, no, fucked up. That line will never be the same again. At least the other one can just like come out this way. Very, very quick, sketchy shapes. We recognize these are shoelaces. Yep, yep. Cool. It seems the more tired I get, the more unhinged I become. Legendary Shuosaurus eats smaller fish and crabs. It's very, very fond of fallen sailors from ad ships. Those damn merchant vessels. I'm gonna do this way. Yeah, why not? this little back tag here. Makes more sense. Do I have any idea what I'm doing? Absolutely none. Hey, Uthway. How's it going? The perspective on this is completely shot, but that's alright. I still don't like this part. I think that's because it's too long. There we go. That makes more sense. Calciosaurus. Your meta entry for today is Gracilisuchus stepani has a Stipan Ichiorum? Stipanus. I don't know how to pronounce that. This is too much for my brain right now. We'll copy paste, go to DuckDuckGo. Granthos imagery. It's like a long-legged crocodile. At least I think that, copy image. Go create new from clipboard. It's gonna be a little bit pixelated. It looks a bit silly. That's the first picture I found that wasn't just bones. As a beginner shoemaker, old boots that are falling apart are really great learning tools. Cool. Just ask my mom, she's got plenty. Well, actually, no, I think she actually throws out her old shoes now. It is a little bit derp. I give it a derp out of 10. It's got the like Tesla syndrome where his front legs are too short for the shape and size of his body. His back legs are longer, so he's like just kind of leaning forwards a bit. Yep, I give a derp out of 10. We now have meta. He's a bit silly looking. Not as rad as yesterday's skeleton. Which I forgot to bookmark, but I did get some screenshots of it. Bipedal crocodiles? That would be awkward, because their heads would just point up at the sky. Just, ah! Kind of like when a crocodile tries to look up, but technically aren't they always looking up? At least you know, he's always looking down his nose at you. Yeah, I think I like this boot. This boot's good. Good boot. At least good boot sketch for now. I was bored now, so I put in, so I can Google Translate 11 times, and I got he is called. Yeah! Summon me. I got super glue on my tablet. But luckily it just scrapes right off. Deinosuchus. Probably. It was the really cool looking one. The one that I said should look like a land creature. Oh, no. No, it wasn't that one. Hold on. I'll just bring up the picture. Dunkleosteus. Who's this one? Dark Bones. Because Dunkel is dark in German. And Osteus is like bones. Dark bones. Osuchus. Deinosuchus. Dinophosuchus. Like, I want to design a creature based on that skeleton skull thing. 'Cause, Christ, that's terrifying. I love it. Mathis has become a puddle on my floor. Dinophosuchus. I love you guys. You wake me up. Alright, let's grab a less brown. Just gonna color in the whole thing. I'm probably gonna put some barnacles on this one too. It's been in the water a while. It's gonna have little growths. Let's just be messy. Woo! I think I might have found some things to add to my avatar for Wednesday. I just gotta figure out how to make them work. Best part is they're free. If I end up really liking them, I'll go back and give the creator like $1, but they're like, this is This is free money, free thing. Just use. Freemium. So, I like that. But I also like to give people money for their time. They took the time to make the thing. And then they made it free. Which is really nice. So, peasants like me can afford it. The least I can do is give them a loony for their time. It's only 2 people, so it's not so bad. It's probably more than they usually get for those things, let's be honest. If people are given the option to not pay and not give anything, most of the time they won't. But I have to make sure they work first. Well, I had a race job, was so bad. Just creating more work for myself. To be honest, by the time I get to cleaning it up, I'll probably have to redraw half of it anyways. Why is cleaning the stream in the background so easy? I don't know. Maybe I'm just motivational. Work, work, work. Clean, clean, clean. You can do it. Hooray. Good job, fantasy. Look, sometimes cleaning is hard. Especially if you struggle with basic things like I do. It took me the entire 2 weeks to take the recycle out. The entire 2 weeks the Sai was gone. And there's more recycle to take out. It'll be even worse out in the middle of nowhere. I'll have to find alternatives to have less garbage and recycle. Motivation to be more ecological. I don't have a problem with that. I want to get a balance between cartoony and still like semi-realistic between these. So I want them to be fun, but they're not like big works of art. I struggle to give stuff away that I've had for years, but I'm getting better with it. Yeah, oh, believe me, I struggle too, but now I'm at a point where I'm like, I have to get rid of stuff. In my eyes, they are works of art. Oh, thank you. I mean, it's still art. It's just, I want them to be just, like, fun. They're not like Necromancer's thing where I want to spend, like, 100 years on it and make it perfect. These are just, like, slapdash, you know, but I want them to look nice so that, you know, when people fish them up, even if it's the manky old boot, they're still like, woo, look at that cool boot. You know? If that makes any sense. Makes sense in my mind. I'll be right back. Bathroom. Where'd my hair tie go? I need to put my hair up again. Hey, Cora. Thanks for the hydrate. I shall drink in a moment. Same for me. I feel so bad about giving away recent Christmas gifts. It's a Harry Potter puzzle. I can't stand the creator of the series. The gift was thoughtful and kind. Yeah, I've put all of my Harry Potter stuff in my Value Village box. Just getting rid of it. Wes Hallman, Wolf Friend. Cora speaking in tongues again. I said, well met, something friend. Well met friends, I think. It's been 7 years. Wolf friend? Okay, so it's well met wolf friend. Look, I'm tired, okay? I'm just really tired. It's not easy time brain right now. Fantasy spelling is great, yes. Totally tapped off my art program. So last night, Neff found a YouTube channel for off-grid homesteading, and the guy's actually in Northern Ontario, so it's like, when he talks about winter stuff, he gets the same kind of winters we're going to be expecting out where I want to get land. And he's got, like, super redundancy systems for all of his, like, off-grid power and stuff. And he, like, goes over the details of how he puts these systems together. Let me get the color off for a little bit. Woo! That made my eyes go funky. I'll start planning the meta entries out. introduce us to many new things. You never know what can inspire someone to create something truly great. Like, wouldn't it be cool if someone created, like, a monster suit for the Dunkleosteus inspired monster, and then that showed up at a LARP? Like, that would be freaking rad, man. Especially if it showed up at night at the LARP. Giving me ideas? I'm giving me ideas. I'm the one who wants to create a LARP town. Especially with the primary event being close to Halloween. Thanks to the hydrate, Cora. Murder. You guys wake me up, even if I'm super tired. You never fail to give me energy. Merci. Sound like siblings? You do. Wait till Cheese comes online. He and I have a particular way of greeting each other. I haven't spoken to the family in a couple of days. Kind of weird. Hope everything's okay, but they would call me and let me know if anything was wrong. Muse Hub has stopped working for me, so I can't download Audacity. I installed Audacity the other day, and that Muse Hub thing came up, and I was so confused. I was like, you want me to do what? Install something? Fuck that. I don't know what this Muse Hub shit is. Why is everything so complicated? Why do I need a downloader to download the thing? Maybe if you tried reinstalling Muso? Could be that. I wish I could make music. I suck at anything musical. Koneko-cho! How you doing? Good morning. Sorry, I was in focus mode. It's not letting me sign in on the website. You have to sign in to download it? Or run it? I did no such thing. Maybe their authentication servers were just down or something? Have you, contacted the help desk, maybe? How you doing, Koneko-cho? Hammering has begun. Not the jackhammering, just actual hammering. Alright, it's been a stressful few weeks. My mental health hasn't been the best either. Oh, I'm sorry. Send Pop-Tarts. I haven't got any Pop-Tarts, sorry. Good luck finding some. I don't recommend the Boston cream ones. They're kind of meh. You think Kit would like blue and gray scarf? He said he likes purple and green. All the colors I found of that don't look good. I think he would like anything made by friends. Could be pink and yellow and he'd probably still like it, just simply because it was made by someone. This Kit's a cool guy like that. yeah, homemade Pop-Tarts would be rad. They're not that difficult. Especially if you have, like, puff pastry on hand or something. Now, if you have to make your own puff pastry, it makes it a little bit more difficult. I do want to make my own Pop-Tarts one day. But I have dumplings to make. Because I have to use up my Napa cabbage. This hammer is very consistent. Poor Sai's gonna wake up stressed. Oh, Kaneko-cho, you do yarn craft too, don't you? Zergus came by yesterday as well. I was excited to see him. Hope he comes back again. I haven't posted to the nerd server yet. I didn't post my link. I didn't post my link today. Thank you for the concussion, Cora. You should hit up Christine. She also crochets. Welcome back. Everybody hydrate in the streets. Dancing dinos. Dancing dinos. Just welcome back, Neff. Did you go for a walk? Oh, now he's leaving. Aw. Well, I hope you feel better soon, Duff. Know you can message me if you'll need me. I will probably be asleep very shortly after stream until the Dendronia meeting. Everybody here cares about you, just so you know. Care about and we all like you. Death, what the hell? No, Death! That's bad. Hi, Mathis. Mathis, if you want hugs, you gotta learn to jump up on the desk. Come on. It's funnier a lot to use the word explode, but not die. But if you're talking about multiple dice, that's the word die too. I have a Mathis and his bald patch on his belly. Just slap his little bald patch. His little nakey patch. It's the context, probably. You're a star, Mathis. Oh, I don't think it's the context. I've just allowed the word. Alright, Moomers. You satisfied with the attention? He's not trying to leave yet, so no. Kiss the belly. Mwah. Mwah. It's too hot right now, Mathis. The cat hair. Oh god, it's everywhere. Blech. Moomers, you got your attention, please. I must work. People are depending on me finishing this. so they can spend their star shells. Thanks for the hydrate, Death. And Conch Lobster, everybody on Shrimp Thine Spines. And I will street before I take the sip. Because I've got a yawn. Every time I get into a groove, everyone's just like, oh, concussion time. We went from wonky looking dinosaur to a half decent manky boot. Mathis! Oh. Yeah. Stop poking me in the side! Yank! He just knows my ticklish spot. And he always seems to tap it at just the right strength to actually be ticklish. Silly cat. I wish that weird electric stabby feeling in my neck and shoulder would go away. It's probably my terrible ergonomics. Ooh. 7-foot rat. Rats along his rat. When he calls your rats, it all fades to rats. Yeah, he sees your rats and feasts on your rats. We don't talk about rats. What? I would rather you didn't tickle me, actually, and I'm not really ticklish, it's just Mathis just seems to hit that one spot, always. And he's got that level of pressure that always makes me jump. I wouldn't say I'm actually ticklish, it's just, for some reason, Mathis can tickle me. But I would rather not be tickled. It's kind of touch that I generally don't like. You'll have to find someone else to tickle, unfortunately. Because I really don't like it. It's kind of like touching my butt. Don't do it. Bad idea. It will be a very bad day for you if you do. I don't even like it happening by accident. What's a good promise? Oh, friends. Makes more help, okay. Yeah, I mean, don't be surprised if Nameless actually hisses at you if you try to touch him. Yeah, that's the fun part of my character. You never know whether he's going to allow you to touch him or not. He's a little more communicative than he was before, though. The impulses of pretending to not understand the language for 700 years. Their only response is to hiss at people when they're doing stuff you don't like. I think he will come back as a slightly more refined Demora. Probably a little bit fatter, too, because I can't seem to lose any weight! Which is why I'm thinking of just sucking it up and dealing with the stupid CPAP. I'm certainly not going to bring it with me, though. That's just an extra thing that I have to carry. And then I have to carry batteries for it. And it's just a whole thing. Yeah, like, out of character, I like hugs. In character, no. Does Nameless like dad jokes? I'm not sure Nameless knows what dad jokes are. Why am I working so long on this one boot? I should have moved on to something else. But I feel the need. It's kind of like the message in a bottle. I just feel the need to do more than the basics. You know, I'm gonna have this grommet ripped out. Actually, maybe this one. Mathis! I already fed you, buddy. What do you want? I fed you and I cuddled you. What more do you want? Go play with the kittens. You gonna go do chores? Dad jokes are like super colorful kids TV into sarcasm. I'm sure that will help. I know what dad jokes are. Nameless doesn't. I like that piece of music. And again, I tend to like anything with a DJ in it. I think that's what was bothering me. The heel's too small. Hey, Ross! So, it's just a ruined shoe. I hope you're doing well today. If you're having one of your usual shitty days, I hope your shitty day gets better. Just a preemptive strike. The day is what you make of it. Don't allow others to ruin thine day. I've just now been asked to take one brother either to the train station or his workplace. Either? This shoe could have a crab in it. It could have a crab in it. It very well could have a crab in it. But we can't know for sure if there's a crab in this shoe. It's uncertain. He's my tiny fat little crab. Computer's having issues. Any backup drive has problems, maybe. He is a very content crab. You better throw this boot back when you fish it up. Well, make sure your data's backed up somewhere at least. If you're having trouble with your backup drives, then I recommend a cloud service if you can. Merci, merci. It is the Mankey boot for the daily catch. There should be a line here. I might see one rivet here. Grommet, rather. I feel like... if it looks good turned this way too, then it's good. Just needs a little bit of a thicker line right here. This one's just gonna go this way. Mathis. Mathis, please stop putting holes in my shirt. What's wrong? Why are you like this? Sorry, I went into focus mode. Boot. All your chores are done? Woo! Congrats, Conk. Party time. So, I have nothing left to do today. Oh! Time for art! If you have free time, be creative. My mom would be all like, there's your plan, and then there's God's plan, so you're gone. Dropbox decided yesterday to force re-enable the Windows Cloud File API after I'd explicitly opted out. So now I have to resync my entire Dropbox. Ugh. Prefer no plan survives contact with the enemy. That is very true. Which is about as reassuring as when you told someone save 15% on the car insurance by switching to Geico. This encourages you to build forks and checkpoints into the plan rather than being forced along some divine preordained path. To be told you have cancer, there's a lot happening there. Look at that, all those changes I made. They looked like small changes at first, and then they became really big changes. I like the tiny crab. Crab was a good idea. You will also be able to fish up crabs. Perhaps they're working in pairs. Thigh hurts today and I don't like it. I already have an aquarium in case I get the shoe. To keep the crab? A little crab's eye should be black. And we got our barnacles. Make these kind of a brass color. I'll change this color in a minute. I just want to get something down. If I can ever get my printer working, it would be nice to make these into like a sticker sheet that people could buy. I think that would be fun. Along with our emotes. Okay. Now, what color do we want to make these? A nice tan. What do we got inside of the boot? What do you think? I think a plan is a list of things that don't happen. If we die alone. Horseshoe crab. Look, I didn't notice it either. It's okay, Ross. It's just a shoe crab. You make them stickers and buying them. That is the hope that people will buy the merch that I make one day. I want to make water bottles that have the Demonade can printed on them. Black was the wrong color. Brown better. If underwater, barnacles have fronds. Well, they're not underwater because you fished it up. spatter. Some moldy old boot. Does that look like a moldy boot? I think it looks like a moldy boot. Moldy, algae infested boot. Thanks for the hydrate, the posture check, and the streets. Everybody unshrunk their spines. Thank you very much, Death Sims. Mold. Collect spores, molds, and fungus. This part. I do want to go in and darken this a little bit before. Forgot to do the shading before I did all the rest of that, you know? Nothing beats good old mold. Just having fun with the emotes. I think if when I do take my brother to train / work, at least one upside maybe is I can at least find a place to eat in relative peace. Love my nephew, but he's also a banshee, a good lord banshee child. His expressions bring warmth to this cold, cold heart of mine. I've added the knife one as a sticker on the server. Shade our crab now. He may or may not be emerging. Look at him, he's so cute. I come from the depths. My dad John is scolding me for not having my captain's caps in his boat. He wants me to drive it. Don't want to. Oh, God. That's just poor discipline. I do not envy your life, Ross. Working too hard to say the way that crab is coming out as a mood. He woke up and chose violence. My little neighbor can't say crab, so he says clab. That's adorable. Clab. Still don't like the color of the sole of the boot. Might just have to redo the mold. trying to figure out how to give this boot some dimension. Because it would have creases and stuff. Ah! Very good. The colors and such really do sell how worn and torn the shoe is. Also kind of crazy where this thing's gotten compared to when you started. Yeah. That's one of the things I really like about art is, like, I don't know, things can just change over time and it just grows and becomes something else. I don't know. Add another layer. I think this will do better. And I have to make it pretty light. Nope. There's an effect that I'm trying to get, and I'm not quite sure how to get it. He has a crab plushie for some reason. His favorite animal, a crab plushie, would be fantastic. Actually, we have some cat toys that are crabs and a lobster, and they're like the most adorable thing in the world. And I've taken one of the crab cat toys and I've made a pattern for it, and I might make some plushies out of like old toys, not plushies, but other cat toys, like replacements. You know how some leather always has like these cracks where stuff bends? That's what I'm trying to do here. There's always little grimy bits where the leather gets used the most. And I think that's what's missing in the dimension that I want to have in this shoe. This is a really old boot. Yeah. Especially like where you're gonna have like your grommets, you're gonna have all sorts of gross. Just try to be organic with it. this one. Yeah, it was too much. More horizontal / diagonal than vertical. So the top is constrained in how it will roll over. Yeah. Well, these ones, they would curve over the toe of the shoe where the toe always bent, right? It was the one that was here that was not good. Oops, that's the foam brush again. I'm going to emphasize there's stress around the old grommets. That's not what I wanted. Ugh, could go really dark. I had a dream where I was in a rally car racing on a river with a mountain on the other side. A mermaid is a passenger. I'm outrunning cops. Don't know what the wider compass was. Didn't care. We'll do a story based on that dream. Why not? I think I accidentally created good boot. I just need to find my barnacles. First of all, don't want my barnacles to be pink. Maybe not blue either. I think that might be the first one done. Just the old boot. Das Boot! Well, I think this turned out really well. I was going for kind of a lighter boot, but it ended up being darker, but I also like it. Like, it's not exactly what I envisioned, but I think that's okay. Crowd's name could be Greg. Okay. We just started Life Lighter. Yep. Now it's just a moldy old boot. Ah, I kind of like it. I think it turned out pretty well. That took 2 hours and 20 minutes to make a complete boot. Well, not quite 2 hours and 20 minutes. A little bit less because we probably took about half an hour to fuck around with the seaweed. Still not happy with the sole of the boot. It's kind of weird still. But it's probably because it's detached from the boot. Yeah, I got a 10 called Waterlogging and Mold. Which is definitely a moldy old boot. And it'll match our waterlogged plank eventually. See why I kind of wanted it to be lighter like this, so it would be, you could see the details more, but this is fine. I think it looks good. I might lighten it a little bit. There are a couple of spots, absolutely. It's good enough. You're only gonna see it on screen for like a couple of seconds, really. It's mostly in the heel. So this spot here that I'm not quite content with. Yeah, I don't draw footwear very often either. So, and then drawing manky footwear without reference, it's kind of just asking for trouble. What layer was this one again? Oh yeah, it's the crab shine. I haven't named any of the layers in this document. I've named the folders. We sort of merged 2 levels of the sole into one, so there's not quite enough room for the arch cutout. Yeah. I'll fix it later. We'll bring up our list. as I slowly make the background lighter. Boot. Done. See you, Ross. There's the sole that goes inside the shoe. Oh, it goes outside. And the heavy, thick sole that gets stuck on the bottom. Yeah. Plus a bit more heel. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Fix it later. These are always supposed to just be kind of fast, but still, like, nice. Like, nice enough that I would be okay with them being stickers. But not prints. Like, these are done at 10 inches by 10 inches, I think. Yeah, these are 10 inches by 10 inches, so they're the same size. When I save them, they'll be 5 inches square. So they're the same size as the prints that I did for, like, the walking pad campaign. See you later, Conk. I'm probably gonna end soon because I'm so tired. Yeah, I want them to be high quality. So that when I shrink them down to sticker size, they will be acceptable. Enjoy your nap in the shade, Conk Lobster. BRB in a moment. I'm back. Well, I made it an hour and a half longer than I anticipated, which is bonus. Whoa, the light around me just turned like a bright yellow. Oh, it's mustard colored today. Oh, yay. It's like a weird lemony, not quite mustard, but it's like, no, if I had to call it, it would be like a lemony glow. I wonder what today's temperature is going to be. It's presently 24, feels like 31 at 11:30 in the morning. A high of 34. So 3 degrees more and it's gonna get to its max temperature. 73% humidity. Blech. Well, I think I'm gonna finish these up over the course of the weekend, so that we can hopefully have the Redeem working by Monday. I don't know how I'm gonna make it work. I'll have to look into that because it's gonna take some finagling, I think, because I don't think there's a way to have percentage chances to get certain things. Although Zeogrim gave me something, he sent me something that might work yesterday, so I think there's that at least. And I don't think I'm gonna raid today. Like, I'm just too tired for that. And unless you guys just want to go to CNOT, I'll drop you off at CNOT so you can babysit you guys for the day. Unless you want high energy Moko maid. But I won't be able to stay around and chat. I need to have a nap before the meeting this afternoon, which only gives me 3.5 hours. And that's if I fall asleep right away. My sleep schedule is so borked. Gotta change the tube on my machine and see if that helps. Yeah, I like to raid though, because, like, you know, they show up sometimes to my stream and that they raid out to other people. So, Evan never raids anybody, but you know, at least I haven't seen Evan raid anybody before. But he does show up to stream sometimes to do his warm up, but he's away for the weekend. Zeo's not up yet. Yeah, we'll raid into CNOT. I do like his content. So for now, we're off sailing to other waters. You guys have a great weekend. I'm gonna get some sleep because my brain is turning into liquid. So, like, I'm doing the, like, one eye blink at a time kind of thing. Like Panks and Moat. Literally doing that. It just bounced off my head. So, I'll see you guys online. You guys have a great weekend. And, I love you. Bye-bye.